Hello everybody and guten appetit. Please stand to the microphone. My name is Roi and I'm one of the co-founders of the Polyjamer. It's an app that will be launched very soon, we hope, to make music. Now before I begin, I would like to ask you who here plays a musical instrument? Fair enough, it's about a third. Who here would love to play a music instrument? Man, what stops you? Usually it's difficult, it's time consuming, it's like you have to practice, you have to learn, you have to understand something about music. And I'm like you guys, I don't know anything about music. Luckily, my co-founder is a musician. So he brings the musical knowledge, I bring the technology, and together we created something that is aimed for non-musicians to be able to play music or make music, and also is useful for musicians. I will start with a short demo, so you will hear something. And this is the demo, it's a solo mode, so now I'm just doing music by myself. Works. I don't even need to look. Anybody volunteers to come and play with me? One second. Let's change. Now I'm going to change the style to another kind of music. You can switch between themes. You can switch. Okay, and we'll start. I'm quite surprised that it actually worked because it's shut up. Okay. So what you've basically seen is Polyjamer in action. The idea is that you can play music. Right now we support up to 4 different kinds of sounds. We call it not sounds, but we have drums, we have bass, we have we call it chords, and we have melodies. Each of them behave differently, and we have the ability to be in sync with right now up to 8 devices based on the multiplayer. I'll get it in a minute. And it's like we play together and you heard it from one speaker. So it's possible to play up to 7 people in a place using one speaker and create music and jam together, which is something that, as far as we know, doesn't exist, definitely not in the mainstream. And maybe I'm wrong, but we haven't found anything like that, and if anybody knows about anything, we would like to know, of course. And now I'll explain a bit about what we did. Now please understand that I'm a self-taught developer. I've been doing this for a few years, and when my friend came up with the idea of let's make a music app for musicians, it was mainly the challenge that interested me, and I had no clue about how to make music apps. I've been doing mainly like games and small apps. So we ventured into uncharted territories as far as we're concerned, and we did our own research. I'm sure we haven't found necessarily the best solutions, but these are the solutions that we found that work for us, and if anybody has ideas, we are more than open to hear because we're just two guys trying to do our best. So what basically we face, if that will work? Okay, so our challenges were, first of all, an audio engine that will actually work and be stable. Since I'm not a musician, it was really difficult for me to understand what he's talking about, but my friend, the musician, like when we started checking cloaking and how does the iOS keeps the beat, the metronome, if you guys don't know anything about music, it wasn't extremely accurate, and it was very annoying. And it was like really sometimes on the millisecond, but you're making music and it has to be accurate, and it wasn't. So, and then we wanted to be able to sync between devices, we wanted to be able to have a network of devices, and we wanted to have a central sound with output. Then we started facing problems. I spoke about the audio engine and also the clocking. The audio engine of the Android is very different than the audio engine of the iOS. Many people complain about the audio engine of the Android. We haven't gotten that far because we found something else in a second we'll hear. The audio sync, when we started syncing between devices, it was sometimes not really keeping the beat, not really keeping the sync. It was very annoying and frustrating. We had a few months of frustrations in the beginning. Multi-page connectivity still has limitations. I don't know if you know that, but both iOS and Android are limited to about between 5 to 8 devices. And it's quite a thing that we're still dealing with. And then the central output, it was like, how do we deal with many audios coming in and not crushing our system and not sounding terrible. And this is basically what we found. So how many of you know pure data? Whoa, cool. Okay, so welcome. If any of you ever want to do something with music, I highly recommend to check out Pure Data. At the end here, there will be a few links that you can check. Pure Data is an open source, I don't know how to call it. It's like an engine that works mainly for music and for video as well. There's a really nice app called Mogoplat, which you can download for free, and it sort of demonstrates and you can play with it. But the Pure Data, or is it called usually PD or PD Vanilla, it's really an amazing, very, very simple tool, sometimes too simple, and I'll show you what it looks like actually, if you want to see what it looks like. It looks like this. So these are like, each of these holds information, and then you just make connections. It's very visual. And it can go quite crazy if I go to things like that. But it's a visual thing that you just start connecting things based on logic. But what's really, really cool about that is that it gets data in, just numbers, and it outputs sound. And then what actually we do is that this saved us as an audio engine, because now we're using the device itself just to send numbers. And the PD does all the calculations, and I'm not actually using the device, so even if it's an iPhone 4, it still works. And what it does really, really good, it has a really good metronome. But then we had another problem. How do we make sure that the good metronome works between all the devices? Luckily, Ableton, you guys ever heard about Ableton? Okay, it's actually a German company. They do a lot of sound and audio things, and they came out, I think it was about a year or maybe a bit more, with something which is called Ableton Link. And that's like a blessing from the sky. It allows you to connect devices, and it does something very simple. It just keeps the beat. sync between them. So the minute we have a beat, and we have an audio engine that works with just data, we started actually flying. Multiple, we still have problems with, and the central sound output right now, as you've heard, is actually working. It's a recent development. We still have some issues there that we're dealing with, but we'll solve it. And these are the solutions that we found and the tools. Then the process that the app actually does is Xcode just deals with the visual stuff. So basically it checks the touch. We have up to multiple touches of 4 touches. It takes every touch, a big array. It takes the values of where the touch is, translates it based on a grid, sends the number to the PD, and I can show you in a minute the code. Working with the PD is very simple. It's just PD send value. That's it. That's all I have to do. And so that's translated, and it gives us, what it also does, basically we're looping. I mean, we can either loop or not, but if I go here to loop something, drum is usually good. Okay, so it's an easy loop, but what it loops is not sound, it loops numbers. So it doesn't have to hold the sound, it doesn't have to take place, it doesn't have to take memory, it just shoots out numbers, and then the numbers come out as sound. And the multi-peer we're using to communicate between devices and to say like which setup when it changed the setup to play another kind of music. It tells the other devices, and every device can change whatever in the whole session. So this is intended for jamming, so everybody will feel in control. This is the pure data information that I managed to find in the net. This is if you want to read about it, and it's really interesting. It has a GitHub, so it's very simple. And luckily by now they updated the GitHub to include the Ableton link. So you don't even need 2 different libraries, they work together. And if I manage to build this, I'm sure you guys can as well. It means it's not that difficult. And MobilePlot is the one that you can check out things and see what they do. They have lots of examples, also visual ones. Ableton link information. The one thing about Ableton is that you have to get not a paid license key, but you ask them to get some kind of registration code, and then you can use it. It's free, and that's us. And you're invited to visit our website, and you're invited to join our beta testing. Hopefully, we'll right now we're using test flight to do beta tests, and so we're going to upload it to the App Store. Right now we have a working version only for iOS. Android will come later. And also, if there's anybody who's interested to take part and work with us, then we'll be more than happy to hear from you. We're not looking for musicians, we're looking for more developers that can help us crack our heads about some issues that we have here. And that's basically what I have to tell you guys. If you have questions, definitely. I'll start with the guy with the green. You.
Yeah, so where's the actual music generation taking place? Was it taking place on your Mac, or is it still on those iPhones?
Okay, I'll show you something because you guys haven't seen the way that it looks. Brilliant. Hold on one second. It comes from the iPhone, the Mac is just for the presentation. And if I will run the simulator, then you will also see what it looks like and how it behaves, maybe. Okay. Well, right now we're not connected to the internet, so we go on. So I can only have a solo because I don't support Bluetooth. If I would support Bluetooth, I could have the host or the join. So I go into solo mode, I choose a style. For now, let's take. Okay, so here I have drums. Now, you know it's a simulator, it will simulate one finger for now. And I will move the sound here. Okay, so the way this works is, I'll clear the loop. If you tap, you hear just the sound. If I press, then up here, it's, I'll show you, these are drums, it's different. Okay, this is, for example, chords. We have the way that we make the music sound always, and it really does always sound harmonic and good, is musical knowledge of my partner, which we translated to some math. And basically you have here like slow, and it gets faster. And we go from high notes to low notes. 2 fingers will we also have the mixer. Like this, and now I have bass. Same idea. Drums are a bit different. We have a bass drum. 5 seconds to make a beat. And it's that easy. And you don't need to know anything. We tested this with 3-year-olds. Unfortunately or fortunately, it sounds as good. So really, anybody can play this. You don't need to know anything about music. All you have to do is smile and enjoy it. And for the answer, everything comes from the phone. Yes.
Yes. So can you talk a little bit more about what was wrong with the metronome in the audio engine and what you mean by that?
I can try because that was a year ago and I don't remember as much, but basically the metronome is supposed to keep a beat. And it's supposed to give us like every beat, it's supposed to be accurate, it's supposed to be like a metronome, and it wasn't. That is as simple as that. It was like slightly, sometimes it would be offbeat before, sometimes offbeat after, and you would never know why. There was no, I mean, we read a lot about this, and we just didn't figure it out. And maybe there is a way to figure it out, but then we just decided to go with pure data, because it also helped us to work with Android and iOS, and it was just simple. Any other questions?
How do you synchronize the smartphone? Because you need to run master and or what?
Yeah, I have basically I have one master, and then I'm using multi-peer connectivity protocol from Apple, which I hate, but that's what I managed so far. And then when I connect to a session. So I advertise a session, I connect with up to 7 guests. And then they're connected in the sense of they talk to each other. The link is the one that actually keeps the beat. And this is, unfortunately, it's a closed technology. I wish it could go inside and use the way that, it's really phenomenal the way that it works. It discovers devices very quick and without failure. And then I use the multi-peer to send information, and again, it's just either a name or a number. Now load this setup, now play this sound, and that's it. And the link makes sure that the PD stays on the beat, and the PD plays the sound.
What is the lowest iOS version that you currently support? Because
The
I have
what?
the lowest iOS version that you can build it on.
Right now it's for 8, and the only reason that it's not for 7 is because, stupidly enough, I use the stack view in the auto layout, which will go away tomorrow probably, and then I believe it should work with 7 as well, because there's nothing that really, because it's just visual. So we do.
There's a backport for StackView.
What?
There's a third-party backport for StackView, which has the same API. You should just have to change UI StackView to.
It's already still API.
There are a couple of them actually.
Okay, great to know, thank you. Okay, so thank you very, very much, and enjoy the rest of the evening. How do we stop the recording?
I just unplugged this.